So I've been on this sort of a personal journey to find the next best headphones that I'm going to be using here in the studio to mix and master or create my music, or even on the go while I'm creating music on the go. And if you've been to this channel before, you already know how important I think it is that you're able to listen to music on different mediums and different platforms and just different headphones. I think it's really important to be able to reference your music on different speakers. It's probably the closest thing you're ever going to get to listening to your music with somebody else's ear. But that's a whole nother video. So I've come across this company called Austrian Audio, and actually I've known about them for a while. They've actually grown their name quite quickly, and they're pretty well known for one of the best flagship condenser microphones on the market right now. In fact, this company is actually ex-employees of the other well-known company of AKG. Yeah, the audio gear, tech, headphones, and a lot of audio stuff. Yeah, so needless to say, this company knows exactly what they're doing when it comes to pro audio. But Austrian Audio is actually quickly becoming well known for their high fidelity audiophile grade headphones. And if you haven't heard of them, I'm pretty sure you've seen them in all of your favorite mixing engineer studios, like the Hi-X65, the Hi-X55, you know, premium price, luxury listening, amazing build quality headphones. And one of my favorite things that premium companies like Austrian Audio are starting to do is offer a budget lineup for the regular everyday consumers. That's what this video is about. We're going to be talking about the Hi-X15s and the Hi-X25bt. Now, just a quick disclaimer, Austrian Audio did send me both of these headphones just to get my thoughts and reviews on what these are like, but nobody's paying me to talk about this stuff. Everything that I say in this video is exactly how I feel about the product. So take that how you want it, do with that information what you will. So nobody's sponsoring this video, and I don't even have any affiliate links for these headphones, so yeah. So what we're looking at is the Hi-X15 and the Hi-X25bt. These are currently Austrian Audio's lowest price offerings, you know, the budget option for professional mixing and music production headphones. So what you get in the box is actually pretty straightforward. Actually, when you get the box and you touch it and feel it and hold it in your hand and feel that weight, you know immediately that you're dealing with a premium product. You're dealing with a premium company. Austrian Audio definitely made sure that they delivered on the presentation. The packaging and everything that comes with, everything that comes inside, just screams quality. So opening up the box, you notice that it is fastened with a Velcro strap, which I later found out can also be used as a cable management cable tie. And once you get the box open, you will find a signed certificate of quality. This is really good because it kind of reassures me that a real person actually tested these out and signed off on the quality of these headphones, each individual headphone. The next thing you'll find in the unboxing is the soft cloth type fabric carrying case for your headphones. This is also a nice touch because for the price range and this price point, you usually don't find companies that will give you a carrying case at all for these types of headphones. And the included cable, which is a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack to 1.4 millimeter, and that side actually has the twist and lock mechanism that attaches to the headphones. It sort of reminds me of the Audio-Technica M50X. It also comes with the 3.5 millimeter to the 1/4 inch jack adapter so that you can plug this up into your audio interfaces or any other interface that needs it. Now for the Hi-X25bt, it's pretty much the same unboxing experience. It's pretty much the same thing outside of the USB Type-C to C cable to charge your headphones, as well as a USB Type-C to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, as well as that 1/4 inch adapter. And after using these for a couple of weeks now, the only differences that I was able to pinpoint is that the Hi-X15s are a more of an analog traditional style headset with the 3.5 millimeter head jack, and the Hi-X25BTs are Bluetooth. The 25s are more of a hybrid type. You can use it as Bluetooth as well as a analog, digital to analog connection using the USB Type-C to analog cable. Other than that, both headphones seem pretty much virtually identical. And just looking at them right offhand, they have the same or very similar design as their older siblings in the Hi-X lineup. Like the Hi-X55s or the Hi-X60s, very similar form factor to how that design language was implemented into these headphones. When it comes to the build quality, both headphones feature a combination of soft metals, leather, and plastic. So from this point in the video, I'll be talking to you from the viewpoint of the Hi-X25, because other than that, outside of the Bluetooth capabilities, the USB Type-C port, and the touch controls on the ear cup, they're pretty much virtually the same. I believe the Hi-X15s cost somewhere around $120, $130, while the Hi-X25s with a lot more features actually cost a little bit more money, somewhere around $170, $180 US. You have the left and right printed on the inside of the ear cups so that you know which orientation that you're on at all times. So yeah, putting these on and wearing them did feel kind of awkward to me at first. I actually put them on backwards the first time, but yeah, wearing them just feels comfortable. Like I said, you have a tight squeeze without it being too uncomfortable. It sits right on top of the head. You can adjust these pretty far and they are pretty flexible. So having the right adjustment, having the perfect seal is definitely helpful when you're trying to drown out outside music or keep the music inside of your headphones. Outside noise. Did I say outside music? I mean outside noise, or yeah, you knew what I meant. I think because of the size and the weight, I find that wearing these for a long period of time hasn't caused me any type of real fatigue or anything like that. But I do tend to get this really sweaty. I tend to get sweaty a lot around the ear area because of the leather, especially in like hotter rooms, or you know, I can imagine being outside in the summertime. This can start getting some condensation, but other than that, these are pretty comfortable. I've been wearing them for hours on end and I just don't feel any fatigue. Between the soft leather and the memory foam on the ear cups and the adjustable band with the memory foam inside the actual headband itself, it's a pretty good fit for my head shape. I don't know. I mean, your experience may vary. I happen to like this style of headphone. Now, I do have some other headphones that I actually wear. These are not as wearable as I would like them to be. They're just, the cans are a little bit thicker than what I'm used to, as well as the actual headband is just a lot thicker, probably due to the padding. It's just not as comfortable to wear. Having these around my neck, walking around, it's not uncomfortable, it's just they feel bulky. They just don't have that wearability factor that I tend to like with my my headphones, especially when they're not in use. I like to drop them down and wear them on my neck. But yeah, oh yeah, before I forget, also when it comes to build quality, these can actually be folded up into 3 parts actually. So you can fold this up and fit this into a small backpack area, or you know, like a jacket pocket or something like that. So if you're not wearing them, you can definitely stow these away in the bag that they came with, or like I said, just put it in a backpack or a small bag or something. And yeah, they fold up 3 ways. So for comfort and aesthetics, they definitely feel good, they look good. Let's talk about how they sound. So with this closed back design, both headphones actually feature a 44mm high excursion magnetic coil driver. And at this price point, these sound amazing, like chef's kiss, like very good. With that driver size, you're able to achieve a very detailed, crisp, neutral sound. And like I said, for the price range, you're not gonna find this sound anywhere, or these will just be really hard to compete with, especially for the price. I find that when using Bluetooth and the analog option from both headphones, even the digital to analog, I'm getting a very large sound stage from both these headphones. This is important to me because I like to mix my music as I go along, as I play, and these are actually not quite flat frequency response, but it's good enough to reference my music in a way that I can trust them. The Hi-X25 have a fairly balanced sound, definitely not dull at all. With these, I'm hearing very good clarity, very good separation, just overall transparency. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm really impressed with this because these are a headphone under $200 and you're getting very pronounced highs. You get a clear bass signature, but it definitely has a significant drop off when it comes to the sub bass. If you're looking for some really deep bass heavy headphones, these are not it at all. But don't get me wrong, the bass is active, but it's not sub bass at all. It still has that punch and it still has that brightness and color to it overall, but it's not overpowering. On both headphones, the highs are a little bit more than what I was used to compared to like the ATH-M50s by Audio-Technica. They are very pronounced, but they're not overpowering and they are not offensively high. It's just at the right level. Now, do I think that they're decent for mixing and creating? Absolutely. I think that anybody using these for mixing and creating their music will have no problems getting the trust factor out of these headphones, especially for beginners who are looking to stay in a budget of under $200 for professional mixing headphones. You're getting that same Austrian audio premium quality with the price level that is more appealing to everyday consumers or beginners. So I think these might be one of the best professional grade headphones to be mixing on and creating your music. Even for everyday listening with your Bluetooth devices, this is Bluetooth 5.0 and I can actually leave my phone in here or whatever this is plugged in, whatever this is connected to through Bluetooth. I can leave that in here and walk around the whole house without getting any latency or any stutters or crackles or interruptions. Walking through walls and even up to 40 feet. This is at, I think it's like rated up to 30 or 40 feet of range, which is plenty. I could definitely see these popping up way more often in the professional studio environment, especially for vocalists, because these have that high end and very pronounced mid tones. These actually bring vocals up to the front more than I've heard in a lot of other headphones in this price range. These bring the vocals right up top, right in your face, and the separation of each instrument is just there. Now, when it comes to battery life, I was able to get about 2 days of usage out of these before I had to charge them again, and I think that was about 28 hours of playback time. I think they're rated and they're advertised at 30 hours of playtime, so that's pretty close to accurate. The one thing that I really don't like about the Bluetooth version though is that the touch controls can be a little confusing at first, but after knowing it and learning the touch controls, then you'll kind of get used to it. Swiping the volume up and down, it doesn't always respond as I would like it to, or it is very sensitive. So when I go to try to swipe down to turn down the music or swipe up to turn up the music, sometimes I'll end up double tapping and skipping the song. It's just a little bit too sensitive. I'll end up pausing the song sometimes, or yeah, I just wish that they had physical touch buttons instead of this touch strip here. Another thing that kind of bothered me, but it's not a huge deal when it comes to the Bluetooth version, is that I wished that it had multi-point pairing. Now you can connect more than one device up to these, but you have to literally disconnect from your phone and then connect it to the iPad and then disconnect from the iPad and back to the phone. It doesn't have multi-point pairing, Bluetooth pairing. It just doesn't work like that. It's not seamless. And I think the very last thing that I had an issue with these is that I was expecting it to have, since it has a built-in DAC system inside, I was expecting it to be able to plug directly into my iPad using the USB-C to USB-C for audio. That didn't work. So yeah, outside of that, these are pretty much solid headphones. I like the way they look. I like the way they feel. I do wish that they were a little bit smaller. I do have some other headphones that I would like to compare them to in another video. I wish that the cans were a little slightly smaller, but yeah, when wearing them, they're not heavy, they're not fatiguing in any way, so I'm just not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain too much about that part. One more thing before I forget. With this being a touch sensitive, with this being a glossy touch black surface, these are a fingerprint magnet, like, and because you have to touch it to control it, yeah, you're definitely gonna get this dirty pretty quick and very often. Even on this side where you're not touching it, even just taking it off and putting it on, these get pretty dirty and smudgy very often. So yeah, expect that. But overall, I think that these will get the job done, especially for the price point when you're a beginner or when you just want to save some money and have some headphones for on the go, or even some luxury listening. When it comes to quality and comfortability, these fit the bill pretty well. I think Austrian Audio did an amazing job on these headphones, and even the sound signature on them. This has been my review of the Hi-X15s and the Hi-X25BTs from Austrian Audio. I'm Brandon Rico. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if this was useful to you, if it gave you any type of insight at any point in this video. And then make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss anything like this that I post in the future. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for rocking with the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.